Thanks very much, Jordan. Sorry, it's a bit windy and blowing my hair, which is a problem that George doesn't have. Can I thank the committee for inviting me here today to speak to you. This is such a crucial issue. We all know the IRA were militarily defeated, but they keep their war going, and their war is going against our culture, our heretics, and our political institutions. And they will not stop. They will keep it going. The Ardoin brethren and bands did not get back last 12th. They have not had a dignified return to their homes yet. And we must continue to support those brethren to ensure that they do get an opportunity to return with dignity. And that's what this is all about. And these protests commenced because a group of women and men decided that they were not going to let this go any further and set up the peace camp. And this is an issue we cannot let go. We saw it in the Lower Ormo, Gormackie Road, Newtown, Butler, Dervick, Dunloy, Londonderry. It will continue. It will continue because they want it to continue. And because we have an administration which is afraid to stand up to lawbreakers. You know, we're standing here today, and the police are all around us. I've always been very supportive of the police. PS and I are here today. 3 hours ago, there was a dissident IRA parade in Ardoin. There wasn't a peer in sight. And it's not these men's fault. They're following orders. Where's the orders coming from? They're coming from above. We have a situation now where major criminals get bail and walk out of court, and members of the Protestant Unionist and Loyalist community are going through those courts like a conveyor belt. You saw what happened to Ollie Fraser last week. He can go to church, but he's not allowed to, if there's an orange parade anywhere near, he's not allowed to be there. What sort of a society are we living in? And what sort of society are we being governed? Who's governing us, and why are they governing us in the way we are? I'll give you another example. I'm very proud. I've been an Orange man for over 40 years. I'm also proud to be the immediate past president of Clifton Street Apprentice Boys. Now, we have watched that over the last 5 or 6 years. There's now 4 resident groups oppose us. There's only about 25 of us, and they oppose us walking down Clifton Street. And you know, our leadership betrayed us by meeting without telling us with the Republicans in Unity Flats. To negotiate our parade without telling us, we immediately resigned from the amalgamation. I'm not telling anybody out of school here. We have nothing to do with that leadership now. But it shows you the situation we were in on the night that they were negotiating about our parade with the people in Unity Flats. The PSNI were driving around this area handing summonses out to the district officers and the county officers of the Royal Bank Institution on the same night. Christian men that had never had any dealings with the police before were getting summonses. Meanwhile, the Belfast leadership of the Apprentice Boys were having secret negotiations with the Republicans who want nothing else but to stop us walking down Clifton Street. Now, one of our problems, there's only 25 of us. 13 Apprentice Boys closed the gates in the face of King James's army. 25 of us are going to determine to try and keep Clifton Street open. One of our problems, of course, is we're not getting the members in to the lodges, with some exceptions, or the Apprentice Boys clubs. If you're keen in defending your political and cultural and religious history in this country, the obvious way to do that is to join the loyal orders. We must encourage more people into the orders. And we must ensure that our rights are upheld. We're not trying to take rights from anybody else, as Jordan said a while ago, but we must ensure that our rights are upheld. Now, it's an honour for me to be here today. I suspect the way things are going from what we hear in Ardoin, the Provies are moving their forces down to Unity. We're now confronted by the New Lodge Friends of Carrickhill. What has it got to do with our parade? The New Lodge Friends of Carrickhill. So that's an excellent. Irrespective of what happens here, eventually I'm hope, and I'm confident eventually our brethren will get back to our down in the valley standard. Whether we do or not, the next one will be to stop us on Clifton Street. And we're determined that they won't. And with your support and help, we can ensure that they don't succeed. Because we're losing everything in this city. We're now in a society where the Protestant, Unionist and Loyalist community is suffering. They're being treated like second-class citizens, not only by the police and the courts, but by the whole government. Meanwhile, the wrongdoers, the people who destroyed this country for 40 years with their bombs and their bullets, are being taken by the hand.
Yes, yes.
I know this city has changed, population's changed and so on. I'm bound to know that. My mother was born and reared in the New Lodge Road and very proud of it. But the New Lodge Road 80, 90 years ago was an area where Protestants were safe. One of the reasons they don't want the Orange men up that road is because Orange men are identifiably Protestant. It's a pure sectarian hatred. I mean, if you lived in Woodvale, would you let your wee boy wearing a Rangers top live across the shop for a packet of sweeties? You did, you'd need your head examined. Because you'd be identified as a Protestant. And that's really the root of this. Now, unless the community which has rallied here, and well done to the community because we've been left to the leadership of the loyal orders, I'll be honest, I don't think we'll be standing here today, and I don't think the brethren would have a hope of hell getting up that road. That's just my view as an ordinary sash-wearing member of 42 years standing. That's just my view. But unless the community rallies and the community stands with us, and we show the determination that the Ardine men have and the people in Woodvale in this area have, we will lose more and more and more. And I think our community has lost enough. And we have got to fight back. And one of the ways we will fight back will be the upcoming elections. Any member of our community is not registered to vote. Shame on him. Any member of our community is registered to vote and can't be bothered because he's watching EastEnders or something on the telly or away playing golf or pool or something. Double shame on him. I was a councillor in this area for 12 years, and now a councillor over in the East. I was a councillor here for 12 years. The highest turnout we ever got in a council election in the Greater Shankill was 46%. My memory should be right. Lower number falls 62, 68% every time. Our people either don't vote or don't register. The luxury of those days are gone. Our city has been gerrymandered to ensure there's a nationalist majority. I was just talking to one of the DUP candidate in the same area as me. Do you know in the heart of East Belfast, after the elections, if things don't go well, the 6 councillors returned, 3 will be Unionist, 3 will be anti-Unionist. So think about that. That's the heart of East Belfast. And that's happening all over because people don't vote. Too many people are not interested in fighting the easiest way possible. So go out and vote. Vote for any Unionist. Vote for nobody else. But make sure you vote. Now that's the political spillover. It wasn't party political. But it is essential that we keep our opposition to what's happening in our country to the fore. It is crucial that people realise we're not going to roll over. We're not going to lie down. We're not going to be bullied by the police or anybody else. And we are going to be determined to continue the fight for the maintenance of our rights. They were too sorely won to hand over on a plate to Republicans or anybody else. Chairman, I know there's football on the TV. I know there's a lot to do to people. It's Easter weekend. I'm not going to take this anymore. Can I thank you for coming? Can I thank you for listening? And can I impress upon you that if we stand together and show the determination that has been shown in this part of Belfast over the last year, I'm confident that we can win through. If we don't, well then shame on us. Thank you very much, Chairman.